Waters Street.
Really, you're worrying over nothing. We have a good society going here. Paradise, really.
Looks about the same as most societies to me.
Honestly, I only remember the tail end of the bad times. I was a kid. But I do remember the air quality masks, you know? When it was fire season, because that was becoming a thing with our climate changing, people would go around with these flat white masks. Frightened me. These days we have fresh air, clean water.
Homeless people.
What?
That man right there, with the sign that says, "Time factory layoff, please help." That's what homeless people do on my world too.
That's different. I mean, that has nothing to do with the environment.
No, it doesn't, but it also means it isn't paradise here. I mean, environment, yes, that's crucial. If my world can get its act together on that, it might save all our lives. But it isn't the only thing that makes a paradise. When I think about paradise, I think about how people live. How people have to live versus how they want to live. And how close those things are.
You still have to earn a living. That's not likely to change anytime soon. Even with the sustainable computer chips, there's a lot that can only be done by a person. I mean, even my job. Computers can't take special orders, can they?
Riverview Way.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know how to solve all the problems. Maybe some of them can't be solved, not entirely, but I think you owe it to yourself to admit that they exist.
Are you sure you aren't just seeing problems because you're not used to the way things work here?
I don't think so. I've been looking at faces.
Faces?
People's faces. Everyone looks tired, Kedy.
It's the end of the day.
Not just end of the day tired, long-term tired. I've worked in food service, I've seen enough of it. There are lots of exhausted people here.
You can't solve people being tired.
Can't you? Has anyone tried? I started looking for it because of the way Mia looked. Just absolutely broken down by tiredness. And now that I'm keeping an eye out for it, it's everywhere. You've got it too, a bit.
I'm working full-time and taking classes. Of course I'm tired.
Seems like in paradise, you wouldn't have to.
I don't. I'm taking classes because I want to participate in making the world a better place. Okay, maybe you're right. Maybe we're not at paradise yet. I suppose if we were, the time factories would have shut their doors for good. But we're a lot further along than a lot of places, and it's all because of the time factories. So just don't go blaming them for things before you have the full picture, alright?
There's another person. Time factory layoff, spare change helps.
Let's just forget it until we get there. We can't say who's right or wrong until we take a look, right?
Fair enough.
So, I had to ask...
Alamon Square.
Have to ask. You didn't seem especially into me flirting with you.
Flirting? I'd sort of forgotten about that bit. Just the phone number thing, right? I'm not always good at noticing flirting when it's happening.
The phone number, and also the fact that I kept leaning towards you.
Right. Well...
Not into girls?
Not entirely sure. Look, it's nothing against you. You're a nice person, you're friendly, optimistic, all that. I've never really been much of one for anybody else, romantically speaking.
Oh, you're asexual. Okay, got it.
Asexual?
You know, when you don't feel attraction to anyone. There's several types. There are people who don't feel attraction to anyone but are still down for the romantic side of things. There are people who only get attracted when they've known someone forever. There are people who don't do romance at all. And then there's the whole question of liking sex or hating it or being like, fun, but I wouldn't choose it over a good video game. It gets complicated, but attraction's at the heart of it.
Is that a common thing around here?
Well, I mean, common. About 4 out of 5 people that you meet are going to be interested in one or two genders, usually the ones most different from themselves. But, you know, there are a lot of people in the world. Maybe, I don't know, 1 in 50 people are asexual? Doesn't sound like a huge number, but it adds up. A lot more asexual people than, say, identical twins, or people who have both red hair and hazel eyes like Mia. Of course, genetics is different from world to world. For all I know, yours is made up of hazel-eyed gingers.
No, gingers are pretty rare. I don't know about asexual people. I think I'll have to find out once I get back there, because it feels right.
Good. Everyone deserves to feel like they know themselves.
How about you?
Oh, you know, girls. It's been girls ever since I was 12. We have this movie star and she made this swashbuckling movie and lacy white shirts and black leather trousers and swords. Oh my. That sort of thing.
Mia?
Don't I wish. I think she's pretty much open to all genders, but that doesn't mean she's into me. Not honestly sure why someone that brilliant would be into me.
She came to see you, though.
What?
She came to see you on her micro break. I mean, that has to count for something.
I don't know.
City centre.
We're here. So there's the factory, but there are security guards. I guess I could try and talk my way past them so that Mia forgot her lunch or something.
I have a better idea.
A piece of paper?
A very, very convenient piece of paper.